Today we're diving deep into the world of sweet potatoes. You know, those delicious, versatile tubers that can be baked, fried, roasted? The possibilities are endless. But getting those perfect sweet potatoes takes a little finesse, especially as the season winds down. We're talking about maximizing your harvest with some simple yet powerful end-of-season strategies. Want to grow massive, delicious sweet potatoes? Whether you're new to gardening or looking for expert tips, I've got you covered. Stick around as I share end-of-season strategies that'll take your harvest to the next level. Let's dive in. All right, let's kick things off with the million-dollar question. When do you harvest these bad boys? See those leaves? They're your signal. Once they start to yellow, your sweet potatoes are just about ready. But here's the catch. You gotta beat Jack Frost to the punch. Frost can damage those precious tubers, and nobody wants that. So keep an eye on the forecast and aim to harvest before the first frost hits. Now I know what you're thinking. What if my leaves are yellowing, but frost is still weeks away? No worries, my friend. You can always gently dig around the base of a plant and check the size of the sweet potatoes. If they're looking plump and delicious, go ahead and harvest. This next tip is a game changer, folks. If you're looking to maximize the size and yield of your sweet potatoes, this is the secret weapon you've been waiting for. About a week before you're ready to harvest, give those vines a little haircut. This simple act can significantly impact the growth of your sweet potatoes. Don't worry, we're not talking about a full-blown buzz cut here. Just a gentle trim to redirect the plant's energy where it matters most, those sweet potatoes. By snipping back the vines, you're essentially telling the plant, hey, focus on bulking up those tubers. This redirection of energy is crucial for maximizing the size of your harvest. When you trim the vines, the plant stops putting energy into growing more foliage and starts concentrating on the tubers underground. This is like giving your sweet potatoes a final growth spurt before harvest. This last-minute boost can make a significant difference in the size and quality of your sweet potatoes. Aim to leave about 6 inches of vine above the soil line. This ensures that the plant has enough foliage to continue photosynthesizing while still diverting most of its energy to those underground treasures. This balance is key. The remaining foliage will continue to photosynthesize, providing the plant with the energy it needs, but the majority of that energy will now go into the tubers. Trust me, this simple step can make a world of difference in the size and yield of your sweet potatoes. You'll be amazed at how much bigger and more plentiful your harvest can be with just a little bit of strategic trimming. So the next time you're gearing up for sweet potato harvest, remember this tip. A little trim goes a long way in ensuring you get the most out of your garden. All right, it's harvest day. Time to reap the rewards of all your hard work. But hold on a second before you go digging in like a wild animal. Sweet potatoes are delicate creatures and they bruise easily. And a bruised sweet potato? Well, it doesn't store as well and can even rot. So we gotta treat them with respect. Grab your trusty garden fork or shovel and start digging about a foot away from the base of the plant. Why so far out? Because sweet potatoes like to sprawl, and we don't want to accidentally spear them with our tools. Gently loosen the soil around the plant, and then carefully lift the sweet potatoes from the ground. So, you've harvested your sweet potatoes, congrats! But the journey to deliciousness doesn't end here. In fact, it's just beginning. The next step is crucial for enhancing both the flavor and longevity of your sweet potatoes. Now, it's time to pamper them a bit. Just like you would treat yourself to a spa day after a long week, your sweet potatoes need some TLC too. This is where the magic of curing comes in. Curing is an essential process that transforms your freshly harvested sweet potatoes into the sweet, flavorful gems we all love. Curing is like sending your sweet potatoes to a spa. Imagine them relaxing in a warm, steamy environment, soaking up all the goodness. It's a process that not only enhances their sweetness, but also helps them last longer in storage. By curing, you're essentially unlocking their full potential. Think of it like this. When you harvest a sweet potato, it's still pretty much a raw starch bomb. It's packed with starches that haven't yet converted into sugars. Curing helps convert those starches into sugars, resulting in a sweeter, more flavorful sweet potato. This transformation is what makes cured sweet potatoes so much more enjoyable to eat. Plus, it toughens up the skin, which helps prevent bruising and decay during storage. A tougher skin acts like a protective shield, ensuring your sweet potatoes stay in prime condition for months. To cure your sweet potatoes, find a warm, humid spot. The ideal temperature is around 85 degrees Fahrenheit with high humidity, about 80 to 90%. Think like a shady spot on your porch or even a spare bathroom. These unconventional spots can work wonders if they meet the temperature and humidity requirements. Spread them out in a single layer, making sure they're not touching, and let them hang out there for about 7 to 10 days. During this time, the curing process will work its magic, transforming your sweet potatoes into sweet, flavorful, and long-lasting treasures. After the curing period, check your sweet potatoes for readiness. They should have a slightly tougher skin and a richer color. If they meet these criteria, they're ready for long-term storage. Store your cured sweet potatoes in a cool, dark place, ideally around 55-60 degrees Fahrenheit. A cellar or a storage bin in a cool room works perfectly. And there you have it. With proper curing and storage, your sweet potatoes will be ready to enjoy for months to come. Whether you're baking, roasting, or mashing them, you'll taste the difference that curing makes. So take the time to cure your sweet potatoes. It's a small effort that pays off in big, delicious ways. All right, we're almost at the finish line, but I've got one last pro tip for you. This one is a game changer, especially if you love sweet potatoes as much as I do. It's all about making the most out of what you already have in your garden. So let's dive in and talk about how you can propagate sweet potato vines for next season. Remember those vines we trimmed back earlier? You might have thought they were just waste, but they are actually a treasure trove of potential. Don't even think about tossing them. Those trimmed vines are far from useless. In fact, they hold the key to next year's bountiful harvest. Those babies are like gold for next year's garden. By reusing these vines, you're not only saving money, but also ensuring that you have a head start for the next planting season. We're going to turn them into slips, which are basically baby sweet potato plants. These slips will grow into full-fledged sweet potato plants, ready to produce delicious tubers. It's like free plants, people. Imagine having a garden full of sweet potatoes without having to buy new plants every year. It's a gardener's dream come true. To propagate your slips, grab a few healthy-looking vine cuttings. Make sure they are vibrant and free from any disease or pests. Each cutting should have a few nodes, those little bumps where the leaves grow from. These nodes are crucial because they are where the new roots will sprout from. Now fill a jar or glass with water and place your cuttings inside, making sure at least a couple of nodes are submerged. This will allow the cuttings to start developing roots. Find a sunny spot for your cuttings and watch them work their magic. A windowsill that gets plenty of sunlight is perfect for this. Within a few weeks, you'll start to see roots developing. It's a fascinating process to watch, and it's a sign that your cuttings are turning into viable plants. Once the roots are a couple of inches long, your slips are ready to be planted. You can transfer them to soil and watch them grow into strong, healthy sweet potato plants. And there you have it, a simple yet effective way to propagate sweet potatoes for next season. And there you have it, folks. 5 simple yet powerful strategies to take your sweet potato game to the next level. With a little planning and these end-of-season tips, you'll be swimming in a sea of sweet, delicious tubers. Remember, gardening is a journey, and every season is a chance to learn and grow. So get out there, experiment, and most importantly, have fun. And that's it. With these simple end-of-season strategies, you'll grow sweet potatoes so big and sweet that your friends and family will be amazed. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share this video with your fellow gardening enthusiasts. Happy gardening!